16-3. Heading into today, the Rays are in last place in the AL East. The Blue Jays are in first place in the AL East. The Mets stole a victory.
Yeah, our bench sucks, dude. Sucks.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the Brewers. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Milwaukee Brewers.
Ready for this one, sports?
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year.
I forgot how nasty the Giants were back in the day.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Jimmy Nelson gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. But he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Denard Span makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 110.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now.
And even just 2 pitches into our afternoon, already we're getting the sense that he's going to call a pretty tight strike zone.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Grounded to third. Hill is there. Throw on to first will take care of Span for the game's first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 8. Hunter
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. And he might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
And Pence swings and misses there for strike three, and he's out number 2.
batting third, the catcher, number 28.
Buster Posey gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And he lays off there 1-0. Top of the first just getting started here at Miller Park. That evens it up 1-1.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Sinker is right there for a called strike 2.
You might be at work though, Mom.
That's the pitch right there. If he keeps that sinker to the outside part of the plate, he's going to do just fine. If that thing flattens out just a little bit, or if he gets it towards the middle of the plate, it's going to be a long game.
This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a called
Oh,
strike
got
here
that
on a
one.
borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Brandon Crawford stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Lays off 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Let me know if the announcers are too loud.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Shatters the bat as this is hit to third.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Hard sinker misses 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch.
Sounds good to me.
him out.
All right.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And he really needs to find a pitch to finish this.
Got him
Got
looking,
him.
and that'll do it. The inning is over. Giants leave a couple, and now the Brewers will get their first cut. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Madison Bumgarner is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he was really solid, close to 20 wins. This year, I expect a lot of the same.
Austin Jackson comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Austin Jackson.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bumgarner's ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
That was a dot.
Line drive to left.
Let's go over first hit.
Down in front of Pagan for a base hit.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
Ryan Braun takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Pence at the track. Reaches out. Oh, no, he dropped it.
Double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and 1 hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Here's Chris Carter now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. And he misses with it. 1-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now here, 3-1. You want to make sure you put this ball somewhere where he's not going to square it up. And if you walk him, no big deal. You just can't give up a 3-run bomb.
And he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Scooter Gennett. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Squared that one up just a little late. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate. My job as a pitcher, expand the zone. Make the hitter
barely
off the plate.
1 run scores. And the run is in the
Scooter
score
Gennett
from
can
second.
score 2
It's a
RBIs.
2-0 ball game.
Well, errors are gonna happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this.
That allows 2 runners to come in and score, and
Oh, it's not even 2
that's the
RBIs.
kind of letdown that'll cost your ball game.
Oh, he gets 1 RBI. Okay.
So here's Aaron Hill. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Span. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts
Thought I
runners
had
on the
him
corners
on
now
that.
with 2 outs.
Domingo Santana steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air to right field. Hence moves over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more on opening day after this. Matt Duffy makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Liner towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, second baseman.
Into the box,
Joe
Joe
Panic.
Panic, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Villar over to his left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8, left fielder.
Angel Pagan
Angel
into the
Pagan.
box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he wasn't showing bunt there, but even with 2 outs, you can't let your guard down defensively.
There we go.
Throw on to Carter gets
Nice
him
little
to
two-click on it.
retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The Brewers lead it 2-0. Jonathan Villar strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll start off the year right, as his first at-bat will go for a double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And
Damn.
This is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And reined in, 1 away. Austin Jackson
didn't
will
work.
stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Hey.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
Bumgarner sets. Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Manufactured run right there. You get the double to start the inning off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight groundouts do that job.
Jonathan Lucroy bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
Hot shot on the ground is short.
Damn it.
Crawford
Right at the
fields it
first
cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run. Madison Bumgarner set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Third strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and one.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Jeanette. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Now the 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Back to him on the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break.
Leading off for the Brewers, left fielder, Ryan Braun.
Hit hard towards
Singles
center,
up the middle.
and that'll
Let's go,
get
Ryan.
down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Settling in now, Chris Carter. He drew a walk his first time up.
109 miles an hour hit.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. High pop up. Panic is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
The second baseman, number 2.
Scooter Gennett, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Line toward right center.
That's
In
single.
there, a base hit.
Ryan Braun is going to third.
And they'll
Got
have
it.
runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count, and it's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hill. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Swing and a line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. The cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
That was an amazing grab.
The run's going to wind up scoring on the play anyway, but how's this for a nice play? This inning could have gotten a lot worse if he doesn't come up with that one.
That shit's ridiculous.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a... Buster Posey will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And that's swung on and missed, and Posey goes down for the first out.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Oof.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the
After this
0-1.
half inning, I'm going to go do my
Here's a
laundry.
late swing and a miss,
I'll let
strike
you guys
2.
watch this
And he's
a
just
little bit.
running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then
A swing and a miss.
Got
That
him.
retires the side, and that will do it. Jonathan Villar is set to lead
you
us
guys
off
got
in
this.
the home half of the 4th inning.
I'll be right back. I'll go do
Well,
my
guys, they
laundry.
jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Left side. Crawford able to get there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Number 52, Jimmy Nelson.
Jimmy Nelson will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Bumgarner into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And there's ball 1. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Yeah, and a one-out single here gets him a base runner in the fourth. As you can check out his line so far, you'd like for him to give you at least another inning or so, but with numbers like that, he might be on pretty thin ice already.
Austin Jackson will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Pagan is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. Jonathan Lucroy will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Here comes the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Ryan Braun gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
In the dirt here, goes to third with it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. They lead it 4-0. Matt Duffy will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Oh, and he couldn't help himself there as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's back to 2-1 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And the count will be full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Drilled down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And a good at-bat on 3-2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Here's Joe Panik. Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, left fielder
Angel Pagan stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Grounded down the third base line. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Gregor Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Carter has got it, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Chris Heston is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Heston.
Ryan Braun will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Chris Carter is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely.
Keeping him close.
Nobody out, runner on first. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Throw over to first, and he's back standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here it comes, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
So here's Aaron Hill, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Drilled on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Right fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
Domingo Santana stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful. Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock the ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
0-1 pitch on its way. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Jimmy Nelson will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Second and third, 2 away. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. Pence is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. Back with more on opening day after this. Denard Span will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Line to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Hunter Pence will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, when you're down by a few runs, base runners are what you need. And so far here in the inning, base runners are what they've gotten. That's a single followed by a double here. And this game might be about to get a whole lot closer real quick.
Buster Posey will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. On his way to pitch number 75. Hit hard to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Brandon Belt gets a shot here as he'll look to pick up the 2nd run of the inning now from 3rd base.
And, you know, he doesn't really have to do that much right here. With 1 out, there's a ton of different ways for him to drive that guy in.
Too high, 1-0.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Tapped out in front of home. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting,
Brandon Crawford ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from 3rd.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Into the box, Matt Duffy, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. We'll have to be content with just the 1. Austin Jackson will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout.
Yeah,
and as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Brewers are challenging the previous.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Pagan, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall.
Down before doubles.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Left fielder number 8.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there in left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Ryan Braun will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 7-1.
Especially with runners in scoring position. Well, coaches like to harp on being patient and not letting the pitcher off the hook. Well, here he decides, forget the patience stuff. This first one, I'm all over it. He rips it to left to drive home a run.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much.
How are you liking
that's
the
not working
series
for
so far? The game so far, sports.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground.
I like it.
And he set down one away.
I just wish MLB the shuffle team worked, man.
Oh, did he ever hang one there? I mean, that thing is sitting on a tee. He got away with that one big time.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Grounded to third. This could be two. Reined in. One there. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the seventh now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Cesar Jimenez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there.
Damn.
It's looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate.
Got him.
You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Kelby Tomlinson will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he takes ball 1. That's wide. 2-0.
Now, you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at guys.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. To first. Carter comes up with it. Onto the bag with it is Carter, and that'll retire the side. George Contos will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Pagan going back on it, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he will check in with his first extra base hit of the year. It's a double.
Off the bat, I thought this thing might be caught, but it just keeps going and going, and he nearly got it out of here as he winds up hitting it off the track. He's into second base here with a leadoff double.
Domingo Santana gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance.
Yeah.
They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Here comes Hill around third. The run scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Well, just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Little chopper back to the mound. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cesar Jimenez.
Kirk Neuenheis will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. And that misses inside 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle.
Hey,
and
it's
that's
an RBI
through
single.
into center field. Base hit. And to score is the
like
runner on third. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Yeah, right here, runner on third, one out. All you're
What's the
looking
damn
to do
for?
is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Belt able to pull this one in for route number 2.
I don't know why I swung at that.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in. He
dumb.
doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. Throw goes to third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So
What was that about?
Denard Span comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Tyler Thornburg will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Denard Span will start the inning for San Francisco with Hunter Pence to follow on deck. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped down the third base line. Foul, says the third base umpire. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana has a read on it, makes the play, one away.
I thought she was going to hit for a home run.
Striding into the box, Hunter Pence. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul. Retired to start inning number 8.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Finn Mazzaro will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. A runner at first with no outs here. On Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Chris Carter will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded by Penn. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Brandon Belt will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Brandon Crawford stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
High in the air out to center field. 2 down here in the 9th.
There we go.
Matt Duffy gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1.
For that one.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. Now, that's how you want to get your season started.
He had 8 strikeouts.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they dismantled the Giants 9-1. The Chicago Cubs pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-3. Aaron Nola finished the complete game in his win as the Phillies pushed past the Reds 3-1. The Nationals allowed 5 hits in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-1. The Colorado Rockies got a road win against Arizona 5-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers total 11 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 9-4. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 6-3. The Blue Jays combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-0. The Orioles combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-2. The Boston Red Sox went deep 4 times as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 11-3. The Chicago White Sox defeated the A's in Oakland 2-1. The Seattle Mariners got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-3. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.